Once the model's open, notice in the project browser that we currently have the site plan open. In this particular project, the site plan has the project base point and the survey point already visible on screen. Click on the Insert ribbon, and here we can go ahead and link CAD. Once we're in the Link CAD Formats dialog box, you'll note in the Support Files folder we have grid setting out imperial.dwg. This is the file we're going to import into our Revit model. In the lower half of the dialog box, we're going to start by preserving the AutoCAD colours. We're going to make sure that we bring all of the AutoCAD layers through into our Revit model. And we want to automatically detect the units used. So the CAD file is set to feet and inches, and our Revit model is also set to feet and inches. The positioning is auto center to center. This is going to ensure that the centroid of our CAD model ends up in the centroid of our Revit model. It's inserted around the internal origin point of Revit. And here we're going to place this at level 1. For a survey, I would suggest that we uncheck the correct lines that are slightly off axis. And also, in this example, we don't need Orient to View activated. So let's go ahead and open the file. So you'll now notice that the CAD file is inserted into our Revit project. We're now going to go ahead and move it from its local datum, which is the intersection of grid A1, to the project base point. First, we select the CAD file. Up on the context ribbon, you'll note we have the Move tool. We're going to snap to the intersection of grid A1 and position this on the project base point. To ensure that the CAD file doesn't inadvertently move away from this selected position, we'll select our linked AutoCAD model, and on the context ribbon, we will pin the file. Next, we go ahead and import a PDF file. In the project browser, note that we have a drafting view. Let's activate the drafting view by double-clicking on PileCap Standard Detail. On the Insert ribbon, click PDF. In our Support File folder, go ahead and select 001.pdf. In the Import PDF dialog box, let's ensure that the resolution is set to 300 dpi and go ahead and click OK. We'll then place our PDF on the drafting view. Note that we can actually enable Snap on the PDF. If you require snaps when working with PDFs, you can select the PDF, and on the Modify Raster Images context ribbon, you'll note here we can enable snaps. Let's switch back to the site plan. So here we have our original linked AutoCAD file. Now, of course, the architect or surveyor may resend through a more up-to-date version of this file, or indeed the file name may change. If we are required to reload this, on the Insert ribbon, we can select Manage Links. In the Manage Links dialog box, you'll notice we have a number of tabs at the top to control the various different files that we can link in. The default one is Revit. In our example, we've used an AutoCAD file, so we can go ahead and click CAD Formats. So here you can see that we have our grid setting out Imperial file. Currently it's loaded in. We have our file size and the saved path for this file. If I need to reload it, I can click the Reload button. Or if the architect or surveyor has sent through a new file with a different file name, then I can go ahead and reload from, and I can then simply specify a new CAD file.